fair enough. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lee Haney, you could say those because they've won multiple titles. But if you say Sean Ray's better than Kyrie, no, he's not. He's the fucking same. They run it up multiple times. Okay? Who else? Kevin Levrone, these guys that are right there. Now you're subjective. Who's better, Sean Green or Kai Green or Sean Ray? It's personal preference now because they're two completely different physiques and they were both runner-up. Same thing with all these other guys, so they're right in there. Now if you start going top 5 and shit like that, so-and-so's better than Kyrie. Well, no, he's not, because he's not even been top 3. Okay? So, yeah, he started throwing some things out there that were kind of unfair for him to do, and he might get outvoted there. So, yeah, I think I don't take anything away from anybody, but you gotta be careful when you're putting yourself up on a certain platform, not to just go, okay, I'm better than him because I don't take drugs. You can't say that, bro, because some guys were already better than you before they took the drugs, right? So that's a competition. Now if you say, I've got the best on the planet, I'm maxed out, well, you can say that, because if you're not doing competition, because you're putting yourself on a subjective platform, so you can say that. People might not agree with you, but people can say that, and I'm not gonna just disregard it and say that's not true, because you look decent. You put in 22 years. You've done your time, put in your stripes. So I feel bad for people that accuse him of being on stuff, but at the same time, at the end of the day, that's fine. It's just an opinion, and we go through it every day anyway. Somebody goes, oh, so and so would only be good if he didn't take drugs. Well, it's an unfair thing to say, because a lot of those people were successful before they took them. Now that they're taking them, and they'll probably continue to be successful even if they go off of them, right? You look at all these other people and freaking versions of themselves as maybe just 10 or 15 pounds less water, and him saying that those guys are only like that because they take the drugs. It's not true. Some of those guys were such great athletes before they even took stuff. They might have been professionals in another sport, or just their genetics weren't quite there for a different sport, but their quality was bodybuilding. Hence Phil Heath, right? Wasn't quite good enough to go pro, but shit, he did really, really well at the college level. So that's something not everybody can do. So he still did well. Now he's the best at bodybuilding right now. And now there's some people kind of tapping in there, but nobody's quite at his level, because they haven't even won it multiple times. We'll see what Curry can do, because he came in veiny and grainy. So people are kind of going, well, he just kind of showed up in shape. Nobody saw him coming. What about Ram? He's been fucking, it's going to be his year. No, it's not. It's going to be his year. No, it's not. It's going to be his year. It'll be his year if he comes in condition. If not, it's not going to be his fucking year. It's going to be the same thing. But fucking, can you respect him? Fucking, you better. If it's not you don't have to. It's your right to disagree. But he's paid his dues. He's fucking hung in there with best of the best. He's a freak, okay? I saw him come in for a guest pose one time. The fucker was wider than he was tall. He's like this tall, but he's like this wide, right? And I remember one time, a couple of guys that made the jump where they should really be pro, because fucking, this Ricky Collins cat, he comes in, dialed in, shredded, peeled at about 210, 214, and but not super big, but peeled, and he didn't get super duper full, but peeled. He looked damn good. So he beats me out. He's fucking, I got best pros award, but he was third, and he was tough. He was real tough. And Matt Lown was first, Matt Porter was second, and then Ricky Collins was third some spot, and the guy was fourth, I was fifth, and then 2 years later I was first, but Ricky Collins was in my class. He was super heavyweight now. Well, shit, I saw him at the freaking mall in the off season. The year before that, fucker took up the whole table by himself at the mall. He took up the whole freaking table, and he was big, 320. It's like, god dang. So when I had to go up against him that next year when he was super heavyweight champion, we fucking beat me by like a point or two. But he was big. He was 275. He wasn't no fucking 214 no more. So he definitely earned that shit. And then my porter was another guy. Freaking, he was at the booth. I was like, god dang. And he took up he had his own booth, right? Took up the whole table, and he was in shape. It's like, oh man, I don't know. Fortunately, he came off like that much. It's the only time I'd ever beaten him, and fucking the last also. And he was big, and that was 2011, and he got bigger and bigger and bigger. So he started doing the same thing where he'd come in and take up the whole table, but when he was in shape, he was shredded. So he was big and shredded. So that was neat. It was an honor to be up against stage against a guy like that. And I'm going to get more into the detail on that shit, but not today, because that warrants a whole video by itself. But that's it. That's all I got for me today. But 99, 98, I'm glad to be done talking about those years. And starting to finally take it up at another level and stuff. So it's not gonna be getting beat up on anymore like that. Coming in there, these guys, man, it's another level. Oh, come on, come on, quarter turns. That was my first year. It was like, god dang. And quarter turn right, quarter turn right, quarter turn right. We're going through fucking quarter turns. The Emerald Cup in a show that I didn't even place top 5 in, and it was clean. And everybody goes, oh, you're another level, you're clean. I ain't on another level. These guys had me just kick my fucking ass. I keep my mouth shut. I was not at a level naturally to say, ooh, if I was on drugs, I was that close. I wasn't even fucking top 5. So next year, come in, taking the goodies, right? Taking the good stuff. They still kick my ass. Yeah, buddy?
Can you hurry up, please, so I can let the dogs in?
Yep, you can let me know.
What?
You can let me know, I'm done.
No, you can be there for
Then come in.
But you can be there for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Hello.
Say
Hi.
He's cute, isn't he? I don't know if I got him on film or not. I tried to. That's a weird angle, but yeah, those guys, man. So I go and and that's why I didn't talk shit. I was like, these guys are at another level, man. You can't say, oh, okay, I was an overall novice, so if I was on drugs, I would have beat these guys. It's bullshit. So next year I came in, beat those fucking guys, and I was taking good shit. And they still beat me. So instead of being 9th out of 11th, I was 11th out of 13th. So just because you're good, don't go in there talking shit, man. Because I was peeled, right, at 1.5% body fat, okay, and clean, and 2.1% on the calipers, and I didn't win. And then the next year, I was in just as good a condition, okay, but 10 pounds heavier, I didn't win. So they say, oh, I'm this percent body fat, da da da. And you gotta earn it. You gotta beat people, and yeah, don't be fucking talking shit, man, unless you're able to do it, because you don't know. And I knew better, okay, because before that's what got me so motivated to come in and kick some fucking ass, because as a novice, because I saw these fucking guys, okay, and they were good, and I didn't even say, oh, da da da. I just fucking came in and peeled to see what would happen, and I was happy the first time around because I was overall, but I was a fucking novice too. Okay, so okay, I'm clean. Who the fuck cares? You either win or you don't win. And then you go back to the drawing board and you see if you can do it or not. And I did not. I did win as as a natty, as a novice, and whoop-de-doo, just means all that means you got potential. Okay, all that means not, maybe as an open guy you're gonna win, and maybe you won't. And I came in very humble and very thankful just to be an overall guy. But again, that was novice, guys. That was novice. That was not open. And then open. But I was happy. I was like, okay, I'm natty, but I'm right in there, you know. But I also knew that was a 2 to 5 year stint to probably to win, okay, with or without anything, okay. I was like, I might stay clean, I might not, I might win, I might not. I was just coming in there going, butthurt, going, well, the only reason they won is because I've been competing since age 5, okay? I know there's a lot of factors, and I know that success doesn't come in a bottle, and sure as shit, I was spot on, okay? I didn't win, and I didn't go, oh, it's because you're on drugs and I'm not. I never thought that, and I was bummed out that I didn't win, or to place top 5, but I didn't go, I already knew, there's a lot of factors involved. I knew that as a teenage guy, and I knew that as an open guy, and I knew that as a novice guy. I didn't go in there and go, okay, it's because of this, it's because of that. As far as drugs were, I always knew whether I was on stuff or not. That was not the reason. That was not the be all end all, and that wasn't the go-to thing. And I always felt sorry for people that thought that success came in a bottle because I always knew that was bullshit. And I always knew that they worked okay before I took them, while I took them, after I took. I always knew that there was a reason people took them, okay. But I also always knew that that wasn't the only reason. Was there somebody just behind me right now? So I saw somebody pass by there. Shadow, I guess. I'll look through the video, see if something went. But anyways, it's been showtime. Showtime Strategy Fitness over here. Size, growth. Whoosh. Get big. Alright.